It's fight week in Sheffield at GBM's Nowhere to Hide. I'm joined here by local legend Dave Caldwell. Just how much are you looking forward to the fight night this Friday?
I can't wait. I've been looking forward to this for a while, actually. When I heard about the card that GBM were putting together, I thought, oh, okay. But then after the first head-to-heads and the first time the fighters met, the spice, the needle that's in there as well, to go with the good fights that they are anyway, this is something you just can't miss.
So before we get into the main event, which is Shakiel Thompson against River Wilson Bent, you spoke about the needle. What does that add to a main event?
It just adds. The spy and they just want to win. Everybody wants to win, but they want to win more because it becomes personal. When somebody's irritating, when you want to beat somebody up more than what you normally would do, just going there to win a fight, it just adds that extra dimension. The fans love it. We get talking. We get excited. Just brings that element of excitement about it because you know it's personal. You know that when emotions get involved, sometimes fighters can make mistakes because you're not clearly thinking. So if one fighter starts getting on top, if a fight gets hurt because of that needle and that personality clash, then all bets are off.
But you know what it's like. Fight week has its own stresses anyway. The making weight, the pressures that come along with that. What advice would you give to both Shaq and River Wilson Bent going into the press conference, how to approach this situation?
So it's completely different to us as fans and people that are just watching and wanting to see a bit of entertainment. It's different. When you're a coach, when you're a manager, you want your fighters to be clear-headed and not let emotions get involved because, like I said, that's when mistakes can happen. That's when you can try too hard because there is such thing as trying too hard in a fight because that makes you tense, makes you tight, a little bit more predictable, not maybe going away from the game plans. So as a coach and as a manager, you'd want your fighter to be calm, not let your opponent get in your skin. But we don't want to see that. We want to see a little bit of drama. We want to see a little bit of needle.
And you know, it's so important because, like you say, for the viewer at home, they want to see that back and forth. We had a push at the last press conference, which we don't condone, but you know that kind of thing gets the views on social media. That's just the way boxing is.
You don't condone it. But, I mean, if it's organic and if it's natural and if it's because you have got a needle and somebody's irritated and that does happen, then I understand. But a lot of fighters these days are doing it because they've seen other people do it and think it's the thing to do. That's when it looks fabricated. That's when it's not. You know, it's not. It doesn't look good at all because you can kind of like see there's no real needle and then somebody just gives somebody a shove for the sake of it. But when it is a genuine needle, you just don't know what's going on. Especially fight week because they're making weight, they're depleting themselves, depleting their body, they're tired, they're approaching the fight's on their mind, and sometimes that's when emotions get involved and they get even more ratty.
And looking at the fight itself, that's obviously the build-up covered, but the fight itself, River Wilson Bent keeps going on saying that Shaq Thompson is untested. He's fought only people he's supposed to beat. How much truth do you think there is to that?
It's not even a case about the truth. It's about that's River's confidence from what he's gone through himself. He's already had fights against top quality opponents. You know, he's fought some good domestic names there. So he's got that inner confidence and he's looking at who the guys that Shaq's fought. He said, well, you haven't, you know, I'm going through the records, you haven't been at that level that I've been at before, so you're not as good as me. You're not as proven as me. And that comes from inner confidence. With people like Shakiel, we don't know because of the level that he's fought at so far. He's ticked all the boxes, but you don't know if they can progress and as they go up the levels, can they keep that same level of performance? And that's where River's probably pointing out, is that, listen, son, you've not done what I've done yet. You've not operated at my level, so that gives him the confidence. But Shaq's a good fighter. He's been in with a lot of good quality in sparring. I know that, you know, he's been down at my gym in the past, you know, so I know the quality that he possesses. Can he do that as the pressure comes on with the bigger fights? That's where a lot of fighters kind of like fall a little bit short. It's not that they're not good enough, it's the pressures of the opponents, pressure of the big occasions, they sometimes get to them. And then other fighters rise and you just see them just increase them levels as they go along.
And on this card there is also a stacked undercard. We've got lots of names that will be very familiar to you. And on that note, I'm going to pass over to Izzy and Adam Smith to get on with the press conference.
A very warm welcome, everybody, to GBM's biggest show yet. Friday, September the 27th, Nowhere to Hide, and it really is a monster. It's a massive one for us. It's a terrific event, a sellout. It really is a pinch me one, actually. If you look up and down the card, the main 3, 4, 5 fights, the sparkling chaps in front of us. I mean, real quality on this card, and I'm really excited. I was there all week last week for one of the biggest events we've seen in British boxing, and the inspiration of talking to some of the guys earlier about getting onto that stage. And this is what we want to provide at GBM. We want to provide great fights and great opportunities to get up there, make money, and make their names. And there's some real talent on display here. Izzy, it's been a fantastic year for you, for GBM, for the whole team. But I know this is a particularly special one. Not only is it in Sheffield, in your home, but it's the quality from start to finish.
Yeah, first of all, good afternoon, ladies and gents. You've come out in the afternoon to come and support it. Brilliant turnout again. Yeah, what a journey it's been for GBM, and this card is a kind of icing on the cake. There's been many times that during this campaign we thought, have we made a mistake going to a smaller venue? You know, I reckon we could have done 5,000-6,000 on this kind of show. That's what it warrants. And there was a kind of a conversation at one point between the team. Do we go to a bigger arena? Do we move? But we set the guys the dates. We thought, let's pack it out. And every single ticket's gone. Phones absolutely firing away. You know, this is the best show Sheffield's seen in a long, long time. You know, it's a great card. And credit to the guys because they've took the challenges on. And it's going to be an exciting night, I reckon. A few upsets, few tears, few dramas, few joys. But one I'm really looking forward to.
That's what you like, isn't it? That fights you can't predict, stars that could be made, opportunities for ones that maybe haven't been heard about yet, but will on this sort of stage. And being on DAZN 2, the platform for boxing, it doesn't get better, and it's going to deliver this show.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm a promoter and I've got financial investment in these guys. But I want a good fight. I want the entertainment. I want the not knowing which way guys go. And you look at the card here, look at them title fights. They generally could go either way. And that's what excites me. And it excites the fans. And yeah, we're on the home of boxing, DAZN. We've got a great broadcasting partner. And we're going to showcase why there's so much talk about GBM. And this card reflects the kind of growth we've had in the last 2 or 3 years.
Let's get down to the fighters, 7 of them in front of me. And Izzy, I'm going to start with a guy to your left, but our right, dressed very smartly. Last time I saw him, I think he was in his wellies. Ed Hardy, the farm boy, professional debut time. I know you enjoyed your amateur career. You've been boxing for a while, and mixing that in with working on the farms too. A lot of talk about you, a lot of hype from Grant's Gym, of course, Steel City here in Sheffield. Are you nervous? Are you excited? Are you desperate to get going?
Yeah, thanks for having me on the card. I appreciate Izzy and GBM getting me on. And just excited now just to get going. Just want Fight Now to come round.
The preparation to turn pro, it's a long one. I know it has been difficult for you the last year or so getting to this spot. What will it be like walking out under the lights? Have you visioned it, you know, time after time, thought about it, dreamt about it, to get the journey started? Obviously, you want to end up being a world champion. I'm sure that's most fighters' dream. But actually getting going, it's a tough one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, and we're just excited to get going now. You can see the walkout, everyone there, and I've sold quite a few tickets, and appreciate everyone who's bought the tickets, and should be a good night.
Ed, I know I've heard your name for a while now about turning pro. It must be a massive relief. Is it going to be a matter of just getting through the 4 rounds, or are you looking to make a statement, Ed? Because I know it's been frustrating for you. I've heard about you for the last 18 months turning pro. It's finally here. You're 2 nights away. Is it just a matter of just getting through and being relieved, or you're going to make a statement, young man?
No, we'll be coming to make a statement, because it's been a long time coming, so hopefully get in there and make the statement.
I want to ask, how do you mix the work on the farm? Because I was lucky enough to come up and see it all, and I know you get up at the crack of dawn. And how do you fit it all in with the boxing? It's a different story, and we love stories.
Yeah, we just make it work, get up, get his jobs done, come and do the training, and we just managed to make it work. And they're playing to each other with the boxing and the farming, so it'll be good to see how it goes on fight night.
It's good, isn't it? It's a great tale for you to spin.
Absolutely, Adam. You know, promotion's a business where we're always looking for stories, but not stories you can actually fight. The boy can fight. Seriously talented fighter. So it's a nice story, something that's not heard of before, and we've got the signing Red Hardy, and I'm looking forward to it. And I love debuts because you can kind of engage how far they're going to go. I was at Don Valley Stadium when Kell Brook made his debut, and first thing I said, he's going to be future world champion, and I'm excited to see journeys like this and being part of them. And putting part right at the start of the journey as well makes it important for me. Yeah,
Eaton said he's going to be very, very exciting. A really come forward, aggressive professional with skills as well. Grant Smith in the corner. Busy weekend for the Steel City Gym. We're really looking forward to seeing you, Ed, and coming back to your farm shop, which is something else. Let's move down to Neptali. Well, the Yorkshire Yardie. It's over to you, Izzy. You know this man.
Nap, it's over to you. I don't even need to introduce yourself. Tell them what you're all about, young man.
Well, I just want to say thank you for being on this card. I've literally just come from work, so you can see down there, there's an Asda bag with my stuff in from work. I've literally just come straight from work. I'm a teacher. I work in a secondary school, so guys like me don't always get these opportunities, so it's great to be on a good card like this. Really excited.
Now, talk to us about your training camp, because I'm part of the same gym you train at, and I've seen how hard you train. You said to me on last Friday, it's the best you've ever felt, the best you've ever sparred. Is it just a thing you're saying, or is it generally you feel like you're on top of your game?
So Izzy trains in the gym I train at. Look at him, he's looking well for this show. He's been training a lot.
He's looking
in good
really
shape,
well,
innit? Look at him.
Listen, ladies and gents, I'm going to say, and I'm generally saying this now, but you know I've said this before, you are one of my motivations, because the gym I train at, I've been part of, he's the one who really pushes it. There's only one person in the gym that I looked and think, wow, I've never met anybody who trains as hard as him, so you can take credit for all the compliments I'm getting today, Naphtali.
Thank you very much. So, like I said, I've been feeling great. In my last fight on the commentary, Adam said I was good looking. Do I look great, Adam, or what? What do you reckon?
You're looking good.
Thank you. So I feel good, look good. My days are long and hard. Like, I'll train in the morning. I work in a school, like I said, I go to work all day, then take a little nap, then go straight back out and train again. So twice a day, every day pretty much. So I'm feeling really prepared. It's just doing what I do in the gym on the night, and that's about experience. And I'm getting there. With these bigger nights like this, you have to perform under the lights. So I'm getting there and I'm getting better, and I'm looking forward to showing my improvements on fight night.
I love this, Izzy, the fact, basketball player, teacher, now trying to become something big in the sport. We know Shaq, who's top of the bill, his story, working 9 to 5 as well as fitting in training around it, morning and evening, the farm as well. It's crazy, isn't it, this? And it does. This gives an opportunity for them to really fly now.
Yes, it's a great platform. I would say to all of them on the card, this is a massive opportunity. There's been a lot of big names there, a lot of eyes on there. You know, it's probably one of the best shows this weekend anywhere in the country. You know, this is it. It's their time, and Nap's one of them. He's going to grasp it. But I've got a question for you, Nap, as well as I know you. Where did that name, actually, Yorkshire Yardie, come from? Because it's quite catchy. I like it, Yorkshire Yardie.
Izzy just wants to take the credit for this one. But so we're in the gym one day, and I said it as a joke, and Izzy was like, all right, that one's going to stick. And then in my professional debut, Izzy told them that's what my name's going to be going forward. So that's where it came from. I don't know if it's me, but it sticks, has a nice ring to it, so we'll go with it for now.
It's got a lovely ring to it. Finally, what are we going to see from you on Friday night now?
You're just going to see a guy that's improving all the time, having fun, grateful for where they are, but you're going to see a good performance. I'm ready. I've been sparring some very good fighters, well above the level that I'm fighting at the moment, and I've been causing them problems and holding my own, so you're going to see a good performance.
Well, we all know the name of the guy sitting alongside you, Muhammad Ali. Wonderful to have you with us. It really is. It's great to have you on display Friday night. Good young fighter. The name is obviously catching, but you're your own man, aren't you? And you've got real dreams of yourself, and you believe you can make it in this sport.
Yeah, definitely. First of all, I just want to thank Izzy and GBM for putting me on this show. But yeah, like I said, I'm my own person, I mean, you just obviously you just have the same name, but to be honest, it's just I'm different. I look different. I box different, and that's all I can say about that.
What are we going to see from you on Friday night? It's a good platform for you, this.
Yeah, it's an amazing platform. I've been working hard. It's been a good but short camp. I'm just ready to do what I do best, inshallah.
Mohammed, I believe you moved over to Dubai for this training camp. Was there any particular reason you got out there? I just wanted to be away from stuff. What was it like going out there? Because sometimes it takes a bit of time to get used to the kind of atmosphere there and timing and everything. What was it like and the conditions?
Yeah, the past few months, like I've had a bit of a tough few months. So I went outside the country. I went to Dubai, done some sparring out there, got a good training camp for about 4 weeks. Got a good tough some sparring there. It was perfect. It was brilliant for this fight. And yeah, it was easy to adapt to, you know, the nice heat and stuff like that from Dubai. But yeah, it was good.
I think it always says a lot about a fighter who's willing to leave his comfort zone, leave away from his home, get away from his family, and dedicate training for this game. And it says a lot about him. But I'm looking forward to it, Mohammed. I've seen you obviously on the Matchroom card. You know, you're on the GBM card, and I'm sure you're going to want to make an impression and really, you know, come back from what I say, a bit upset, a bit of a kind of hurdle you had on your last fight, and it's time for you to kind of showcase what Muhammad Ali and so much hype I've heard about you for years and years.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. I just can't wait. I'm excited to get in the ring on Friday night, inshallah.
Well, we're really excited to have you, and we're really excited to welcome back Jack Bateson, who's alongside. I've known Jack a long time. He was a Sky Scholar, had a very good one a few years back. Johnny Nelson and I were with him, and Jason Quigley and Savannah Marshall. Jack, always you've had talent. That's never been in doubt. You've had your setbacks, but you're on the way back. And I guess the thing now is, are you fit, fresh, healthy, and ready for titles?
Yeah, for sure. Like you say, I've had a couple of setbacks, but I'm fit, healthy, and yeah, like you say, ready for titles. Hopefully before the end of the year, but my mind and all focus is on Friday night. So yeah, ready to put on a show.
What are we going to see on Friday from you, and how do you think it will set you up for what you want to do in 2025, which I know from your dad, I know from you, is the big fights again. That's what really gets you. I know you've got fans and you've always had a following, but it's that carrot, isn't it, of a big title fight that you want.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've had an English title, I've had a WBA Intercontinental, and I miss holding them belts. You know, I've still got them at home, but it motivates me every day, you know, to provide for my family and get back to lifting them titles. So like I say, I had ambitions at the start of the year before the end of the year to be lifting the title again, and that's still the plan. But I've got to get through Friday first, and that's what I plan on doing.
Any names you're looking at, Jack? Because I know you've been with Shabazz. I were there ringside for that fight, which I thought was a great fight. Anybody you're looking at targeting? Because you are at the level where you've got to be going for them names and belts and back again. You know, these 6 rounds and takeovers, you just get you back into it. But you want to be mixing with them boys. Anybody you got your eyes on?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think I'm going to be campaigning now at probably super featherweight moving forward, maybe even featherweight. But there's a lot of good fighters. You know, I feel like I'm capable of, you know, being in the British title fights with the likes of the Reece Bellotti and Mikey Gomez. I know they're fighting each other, and I know that obviously coming through Friday, I could land a fight like that. I know you guys have got Quartermain, is it?
Danny Quartermain, yeah.
Yeah, he's got a couple of titles, and listen, like I said, I want to be in these title fights, but my mind is on Friday, and I've got to get through that.
Is that you calling him out, Jack? Just in case I missed it.
Come on, Jack.
No, it's not. It's me focusing on Friday, and on Friday you may get a call out, but listen, my mind is on Friday, and I need to win that fight.
He's a trained Sky Scholar. He's not giving you anything. He's giving you nothing.
I'll get him.
He's a good trainer.
There you go. I'll tell you someone who might get someone. Taz Nadeem alongside. Look at those broad shoulders. The butcher. The excitement that we saw on your debut in Rotherham. I think I just about looked up to the ring and it was over. You had the one in York Hall as well. You're back now. I guess it's just getting used to the professional scene and tackling different opponents, Taz, at this stage.
Yeah, it is. First of all, I just want to say thank you to everyone for coming. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Izzy. But, you know, like I say, the harder fights are better lessons than the easier ones. And every fight is a lesson, not just inside the ring, but outside the ring. This camp's been amazing. Everything's been better than before. So I really do feel like this fight, I'm going to put on a good performance.
I mean, you've had so much success in sort of other sports, other athletic endeavours. What makes you think you can make that real transition to boxing? Obviously, we've seen the power, but as you found out at York Hall, it doesn't always come through. You need your skills too. So is it just, you know, more and more dedication, learning, practice, different sparring? What's going to get you through, do you think? Because you've got the natural fitness, obviously, and talent there.
Yeah, I think the main thing is the dedication and actually wanting to do it. And I do have the dedication, and I do actually want to do it. So the only thing left is just time, more experience, and, you know, I'm 24 years old. A lot of people say that your career goes to about 30 years old, but I think your career goes to, you know, it just all depends on how much you've done up to that point. So from the age of 15 till 23, I've not really had any punches to my head, so I'm still fresh. So I think I've got a long time in my career left, and I think I can go far.
And he's so exciting, isn't he?
Yeah, he's so exciting. I think I've made another ring walk name up. Is it Taz the Butcher or Taz the Monster? Because I just call it Taz the Monster.
Whichever one you like.
Well, it's a monster. Watch this kid fight. Taz, I don't need to ask you what you're going to plan to do on Friday night. You are one of the easiest fighters to predict. You're going to go out there, you want to knock his head off as quick as he can, steal the show, and call it a day. That's what you're going to do, Taz Nadeem, the monster. So I'm looking forward to you. Never in a dull fight.
I like the Butcher. I think the Butcher's better. Well, we'll debate that.
Butcher turns into a monster.
I think it's up to Taz, really. It's his career. You're going to excite us again, aren't you, Taz Nadeem, on Friday night?
Absolutely.
It's the worst question you've done today, Adam. Of course he's going to do. I'm telling you his prediction. He's not looking to no points. He goes, put me when you want.
I'm not listening to your predictions.
Yes.
Yeah. Good luck, Taz. I hope you go well, and we're looking forward to seeing you.
Thank you.
Amar Akbar now is a really exciting young fighter who we are very pleased to have on board at GBM. Sells plenty of tickets, but that's not why I think, certainly maybe for Izzy, but not why I'm really looking forward to seeing this young man. Talented, well-schooled, comes from a very interesting background. So there's a real story there. Dewsbury are with you, Amar. There's going to be a lot of noise on Friday night. What are we going to see in the ring from you?
Yeah, firstly, I just want to say thank GBM, thank Izzy, thanks Adam Smith for getting me on such a great card. As always, a spiteful performance, a slick performance, a classic hit, and just entertainment really. I'm looking forward to it.
I would say, Adam, between Armour and Kobe, they could have sold the stadium themselves. Listen, on the note of tickets, credit to every single one of you. It's been the easiest show to promote as for myself, because you guys have done out the work. Every single one has sold well, but particularly Armour and Kobe.
What is it about Armour and Kobe, do you think?
They bring that excitement. They've got that kind of personality. You know, this game's, you've got to be able to box, but they've got the personality. They've got that nice character, and they draw people in. You know, and then they're exciting. They both want it and they believe it. And I think fans love watching the dedication of fighter shows, and they want to touch that dedication. And Armours and Kobe, both of them, the ones that believe they can be up there as British champions, European champions, world champions, and that's why people get behind them. But Armour, when we signed you a few months ago, one of the things you said is activity, and we know when you're building your career as a fighter, that's one of the things that really kills a career off. And we've got you out on Friday, we've got you out again before Christmas. What's the long-term plan? How quick do you want to move? How quick as a fighter do you think you're up there with the big boys?
I want to take a step at a time. I want to get through Friday, inshallah, get the win, and then, like you said, before Christmas, get another win, and then I believe I can top these bills. I believe I can, like you said, I sell a lot of tickets, so I can sell out arenas. And one step at a time and get these titles, inshallah.
Why did you want Amar so much? The tickets are one thing, but the class and, yeah, the background, the people he's got around him, it all adds up, doesn't it, to make a package?
Adam, one of the reasons we signed him was his dad told me they're going to bring drums, horns and everything. And I just wanted to listen to him, and Carl, that's all it was. And nothing else, not about him. I've never seen him box.
You can never get a straight answer, can you?
Izzy, no. you won't have heard an atmosphere like this on Friday night. Listen, we're going to take over. Team Akbar's coming.
So you hear it here.
Let's do it.
The Amar Army's coming. Listen, he's a really talented kid. Amar's actually trained, coached by his father, but also did some pad work with one of my coaches, Sean Thickett. And Sean knows boxing really well, been in it for 30-odd years, and he said, this kid's for the future. And then I started looking into Armour, watched him on the Frank Warren card, and I just felt like somebody like Armour, if you get hold of him, give him that activity, give him that confidence and regular fighting, he's the one who can go to the top. And fan base is a big thing. You know, let's not kid it. You know, we're in the business, we're in a numbers game, and he brings the numbers. He can fight. He's got a loyal fan base. We'll go all over the country watching him. So we're going to keep pushing him and take him right to the top.
Emma, how far do you think you can go in this sport with momentum, with activity, with the right matches?
I've always said it. I can go to the top. I've mixed it with the world's best, Avanesians. I've mixed it with everyone, and I've done really well. And I've always said, with activity, I will be the best, inshallah.
Wish you well on Friday night, and
Thank you.
Can't wait to hear that noise. So a bit of noise as well from the man next to you in the Golden team, Kobe. Fantastic to have you on. Thanks for joining the party, selling one or two as well. And you've got ambitions of your own, haven't you?
Yeah, thank you for having me on. You know, I'm excited. You know, it's going to be an electrifying night. Obviously, I feel really good. You know, camp's gone really well. I feel strong, I feel fit. Yeah, and I can't wait for it.
What are we going to see from you? This is the opportunity, DAZN, the world watching now, GBM platform, momentum now. What are we going to see in the ring from you?
Yeah, you know, I perform under them lights, and it's going to be a dominant, slick performance, and yeah, he's getting it.
Kobe, like shows like this, I know you've been on other shows, but you know, I don't know you've been on a matchroom cards as well. But this is a real opportunity for you, to showcase. Because I wouldn't say you got under the radar, but this is a platform there's been a lot of eyes on, a lot of shows, a lot of your friends on the card as well. Is it a kind of pressure on you, or do you kind of thrive on that, thinking this is my chance?
Yeah, I thrive under the pressure. You know, I feel like I perform a lot better, and I'm just excited. You know, it's going to be a great night. I've got plenty coming, you know, for the support. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, listen, credit to you. Over 300 tickets sold, and I know, I do apologise, Kobe, you've been asking for tickets from the start more and more. I'm afraid we can't put... Sheffield Council rejected the extension on the building. We couldn't do it, unfortunately, but listen, we'll get you in the arena one day, and we're looking forward to Leeds faithful being there. Obviously, Leeds have always been faithful fans to him.
Yeah, Leeds, great fans. Jack, too. I want to ask you, Kobe, why is it that you want more and more tickets? I remember the growth of Josh Warrington and how he sort of went around the estates and he was selling his own tickets. He was really involved with the community. Have you done the same sort of thing?
Yeah, you know, I put the work in. You know, I try get as many people in as possible. You know, I follow Leeds United. You know, I'm a big Leeds fan. My dad is as well. So, you know, they get behind me, you know, and I do the numbers, and hopefully, you know, one day fighting, headlining, and for world titles, most definitely.
It's a fabulous, diverse assortment, isn't it, of different qualities from all of them out there?
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, this card here, this fighters here could top a card. They could make a card themselves, but we thought, why not spoil the views out in the zone and put one of the best shows they've seen on a while locally here. And yeah, credit to all of them. And every single one of them, I genuinely believe they're going to go to the top, and they're not just in it, just have a few fights. They want to do something in this game. And that excites me as a promoter, being part of their journey and seeing them progress.
And finally, I'm sure you're going to give a nice knockout bonus, aren't you? So hands up, the 70 of you, who's going to get a knockout on Friday night. Oh, they're all going up. They all want it, is it?
We'll go 50-50 on it, and we'll go.
How much the bonus?
Well, how much is it?
There'll be a knockout bonus of the night, best knockout of the night. But we'll decide when we get closer to press conference. Wayne.
Amar, I love setting Izzy up like that, because now he's got to deliver, right? You guys are going to deliver. Fantastic. Friday night, watch them all. 7 of them. I don't know who's going to steal the show, but one of them will, I'm sure. We've got the main fest, the main feast to come in a little bit. Just going to take a moment, a really pause. Ed Hardy, Naphtali Menhard, thank you. The great Muhammad Ali, Jack Bateson, Taz, the Butcher, the Monster Nadi, what are we going to call him? Amar Akbar, and Kobe McNamara, the man that sells the tickets. Golden stuff. Thank you very much, guys. Friday night.
Yeah. Dave, it's fantastic, isn't it? Seeing so many young British fighters given this kind of platform.
Yeah, it is, and it's what all young fighters want. You know, it's a very, very tough business to crack, and it's a very tough business to get your profile out there. To get the platform of DAZN and the GBM shows, you know they're going to go out there and give it all they've got.
And I'm going to put you on the spot. If you have to pick one undercard fighter you're particularly looking forward to watching, who would it be?
That is a little bit difficult. I know full well, the talent of Muhammad Ali, but I've seen him, so that's I'm gonna bypass him. Amar Akbar, I think from what I'm hearing, is very, very talented. The noise, the atmosphere, I think that might be the one where where you want to watch out for, really, to be honest.
I think taking the Leeds bias out, it might count against me, might not. I think Jack Bateson and Kobe McNamara, they're on a stage, it's a local Yorkshire, they've got a lot of support, they'll definitely be looking to impress.
Yeah, I mean, and they've got a lot of quality between them as well. Jack Bateson's been around for a long, long time. I've watched him since he was a young kid coming through, and now he's a fully grown man, and his experience as a fighter just wants to push through to that next level. He wants to get into the title fights, and Friday night, that's it's an important fight for him. He's not only just got to win, he's got to look good, he's got to impress, because if he wants to get a title shot, he's got to look worthy of it.
And turning our attention to the main card, we've got Hughie Fury, he's back. He's made his intentions clear that Derek Chisora, Zhilei Zhang, all the big names on his hit list. What have you made of his journey so far?
It's been held back by injury, by illness. You've got to feel sorry for him. He has the blessing and the burden of the Fury name. So a lot is expected on him, and he's always, you look at his record, he's had some real fights already. He's still young in terms of the heavyweight division, but his progress has always kind of been stunted because of illness and injury. We need him to have a good run of good health and activity, and then you're going to see the best out of him, because all fighters, and especially lately, you're looking at people like Parker, Dubois, people like, they're all impressing because they're active. And Hughie wants to get into that mix. He's been in on the peripherals before, Joseph Parker, but he's kind of like back on the outside because of illness and because of inactivity. Now this is a real fight. It's not just a fight against some journeyman or a takeover fight. He's come straight back in. It's a real fight, and against somebody that's got a lot of confidence and that's coming to gate crash themselves, And I'm expecting a good performance from Hewitt, and I just wish him all the luck going forward, because he's the quiet man of the division, quiet man of the family, sort of thing. But he wants to get into those big fights, the big mixers. You see what's going on in the division right now. It's a pretty. The big names are coming towards the end, and it's about that next crop of fighters that are going to be taking over the division, that are going to be involved in the big fights. He wants to be in that mix.
And as you said, his opponent, it could be a potential banana skin. Christian Tunn, 6'8", he's got 7 knockouts on his record. What kind of performance would you hope to see from Hughie on Friday night?
A dominant performance. I want to see him showcase his skills, but also have that bit of spite. We've seen, lately he is showing a lot more spite in himself now. I think that's just maturity. That's just developing into a man and being comfortable in yourself. And I expect and I want to see that on Friday night. In turn, I've been talking to his management. They're not here for a payday. They're not here for a holiday. They're talking about getting him into the bigger fights. They know how hard it is to break through into this circle you know, big heavyweight fights, and they see that Hugh is a great scout to get on, because, you know, they know what Hughie Fury, the name, delivers and brings in UK boxing, and in terms of getting into the major fights, they see him as a perfect stepping stone. That's what their management's saying to me. So they're not here just for the payday.
And looking elsewhere on the card, we do have the return of former IBO World Champion Maxi Hughes.
Yeah.
Now, Maxi's just come from headlining Las Vegas to coming on a big card in Sheffield. What are you hoping to see from Maxi?
Well, I was speaking to him outside, actually, and he was happy that GBM have got him an opponent that's actually got a winning record, coming to win. He was like, I won't want to be just coming in against somebody that's going to run around ringing that I can't, I can't get anything out of. So Max is going to want to get back to winning ways, but again, he's going to want to impress, and in an opponent that's going to be trying to win and trying to gate crash himself and get into the big fights himself. It gives him an opportunity to put on, he's a great counter puncher, he's a very, very well schooled fighter, very experienced fighter now, and it gives him an opportunity to look good himself.
And for those who don't know his opponent, Stathis Antonis, I don't want people to think, yes, this is some guy who's been put in for Maxi to beat. He's been up to Scotland, beaten an undefeated fighter there. He went down to London, beaten another undefeated fighter there. This is a guy who's really coming to win.
Yeah, and this is what you expect. When you've been boxing at this level, to come back down and then just to fight a guy that's just coming and going to hold the hands up and just try and get through the rounds, that does nothing for you. It does nothing for you when you're getting, if you're young but when you're starting to get on and you've been around the game a long time, there's no motivation, there's no upside to it. So you want to find somebody that's going to come in and give you a fight. Give you a fight where you've got to be sharp, you've got to be on the ball, you've got to go in there and be focused, and it gives you that satisfaction when you get the win, because you've been in against somebody that's trying to win, and that's what Maxi's got in this opponent.
Absolutely, and the first press conference we saw had a lot of back and forth, a lot of spiciness. We're about to go to the main card press conference now. I'm going to hand it over to both Izzy and Adam Smith.
It was some night on Friday. We've seen the youngsters down there. I don't really call it an undercard or an early card. There's some real talent there with the boys. So very excited about that. But nowhere to hide, all of you. This is where it really gets interesting. I don't know if you've been following the socials, the back and forth, the needle. Izzy, this has everything. It really is an exciting main card. I look around, I see former champions, current champions, unbeaten prospects, Team GB members, heavyweights who want to get into the Saudi mix. It's just brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, what a card this is, If you asked me 2.5 years ago when we got a promoter's licence, I'd put a card like this on in my home city. I'd say, no, you're pulling my leg. It's a cracking card. It's got 5 fights that generally, I believe, could go either way, who turns up on the night. There's belts on the line, there's pride on the line. There's been a lot of back and forth. And these fights, the beauty about this kind of card is they've made themselves. They've called each other out, River called Shakiel out. Reese really wanted to take Ryan on. Ticey called Tony, wanted Ticey. It made it easy. And I know Christian wants a big name on him. He wants something like Hughie Fury on his record. And then we've got Maxi, former world champion. Everybody wants a piece of that. And, this is a real card that could have some upsets. And that's what excites me, Adam. And this is a real pinch me himself moment as a promoter to be promoting such a great card.
Well, let's start with the former IBO world champion, one of the most popular fighters in Britain, Maxi Hughes, in with Stathis Antonis. Great to see him, the Greek god, who's been training here as well. So it's a really interesting match, this. I'm going to start with Maxi. Obviously, you were down at Wembley last weekend, the team around Josh Warrington. I'm sure that the experience of that, being around the big stage again, has got your juices flowing to return. And you've had a wonderful sort of run. We need more from Maxi Hughes, don't we?
Yeah, afternoon, everybody. Again, firstly, I'd like to thank His Excellency, Uncle Izzy, and the whole team here at GBM. Yeah, you know, it come at pretty short notice, this fight, but thank you to Izzy and GBM. And just quick shout out to my sponsors, Hunters Weatherby, Sunbelt Spars, GBM, and the Stirrup Boozer, Stirrup Pub in Rosington. But yeah, going back to that, Adam, you know, massive, you don't get any bigger than that, you know, Riyadh season in Wembley. Every fight on that bill were an headliner. And I've, you know, me and Reese, both a pleasure to help Josh, you know, our stablemate. Want result we wanted, but you know, that's what we do as a team. We win together, we lose together.
And he'll be here for you guys on Friday night.
Yeah, he's going from fighting to being spit bucket man, all in space of a week. Like.
That's what you do, right?
Absolutely.
It's a fantastic camaraderie in that gym, isn't it?
Yeah, like when you come up, you know, you saw we have a laugh. We're very, very tight bond. We've only got a small gym, but you know, it's enough. There's enough there to get, you know, to breed success, and we all bounce off each other. Created a good winning environment in there. You know, the results that we've had over years just speaks for themselves.
The first press conference we had for this, you weren't even on it. You made the phone call. You were desperate to perform. Is it perform, or is it a real tough one against this Estathis Antonis, who's a really decent fighter with a good record? I think this could be interesting, this.
Absolutely, yeah. You know, I said when Izzy had put me on card, you know, he said, what kind of fight are you looking for? You're looking for a keep busy? And I said, no, I don't want to keep busy. I says, tell the matchmaker to get who you can, who's coming. And, you know, you look at Estathis, am I pronouncing that right? Yeah. Right. He's coming, his record speaks for itself. He comes, he's on a good run of turning people over. So, like when say, this is a keep busy fight, you know, that sounds disrespectful. It's not a keep busy fight. This is just a fight. It's just over 6 rounds, you know, and we've shown him that respect in our preparation. You know, I've trained for my last 10 fights, being at championship level, and that's how I've prepared. You know, like, and obviously I know here, I'm Staphyos's golden ticket. You know, like, what is it, the film Willy Wonka? You open the chocolate bar, you get a golden ticket. Yeah, that's like that. But, you know, unfortunately, when he gets to touch with this Milky Bar and ring Friday night, there's going to be no golden ticket inside, you know. You know, so I've prepared properly, and I'm treating him as though I'm, you know, just like William Zepeda, you know, one of the best lightweights there is. I'm treating him just the same, and that's the attitude and mentality that's needed for me to carry on in this sport.
Estathis, Antos, talk to us. Tell us about your training camp, because I know you've had 2 wins on a row, and I know this is a fight you want, and you're hungry and you want it. And Steve Lilly said to me that you're really coming for this, and I believe you've been in training camp for this fight. You normally tell us about your training camp, and are you looking forward to this challenge of a former world champion?
Hello guys, yeah, I'm looking forward for this fight. You know, I want to thank Steve Lillis for this opportunity to fight Maxi Hughes, and next former world champion, which is a big chance for me. I've been here like since 8 weeks now, 7 weeks now from a training camp. I've done it with Dave Fitzgerald. That's my coach, like my father now in England, you know. I've been here 2 years now in UK. So we're just taking hard fights. We're winning, and I'm gonna win also, you know.
So you're confident you're gonna win?
Yeah. I came to win.
He said you're not going to have his Milky Bar. There's no chocolate there for you.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You're not going to bite into it.
Yeah.
Listen, I've had people telling me this is going to be an interesting fight with no boxing, but you know, he's just fought at the highest level, former world champion.
Yeah.
And for me, Adam, he's shown how serious he is having an 8-week training camp, because you don't, you know, as soon as he got the fight, he's gone into training camp.
I want to give a shout out to Steve Lillis, one of the unsung heroes of the sport. And Steve was telling me this week about all this arrangement with Dave Fitzgerald, Scott Stadd, and how Estathis has come over here and dedicated himself to it. I think it's a fabulous story, and I think it's great that Maxi's giving Estathis the same respect as he had with all the top fighters. That's what we want to see here, isn't it? This is what the sort of matches we want to have on GBM.
Of course we do. That's what we want. And Maxi, credit to him, didn't want an easy fight, because he's got other plans in America and on the top of the bills. I know that. But he could have easily had a turnover fight and just something that keeps him going. But he wants to fight. And and the fact that Anton is so confident. What kind of prediction you got for Friday?
I think it's also Maxi for giving me this opportunity to fight him, you know, so...
Do you think he's overlooking you, though? Do you think this... Is he overlooking you? Do you think he's just going to come thinking he's going to beat you easily?
I don't know. 50-50, I think.
Yeah, but you're comfortable, confident on the win.
Yeah, I'm always confident, you know. That's how I grew up, you know.
Do you think you can knock him out?
That's something not good to say, you know, but...
You think you can?
6 rounds, we'll have good pressure, you know. It's boxing, you know, fighting.
Two guys ready for a fight, Maxi?
Absolutely, yeah. It's what we're in game for. You know, we don't want easy fights. And just quickly, you know, I think I speak on behalf of everyone in here. You're going on about this knockout bonus. Maybe put some money in Eaters because it's fucking freezing in here, man.
We've got a scarf down there if you need it, Maxi. Finally from me, what is the ambition now for Maxi Hughes in this sport?
You know, although I'm 34, you know, I feel good. You know, like everybody peaks at different times in their career, and I feel like I'm in prime in my life now. You know, it went wrong for me in Vegas last time. You know, as well as having a bit of a nightmare, being deported and it all going wrong in the last 2 weeks. You know, that's not the right preparation to go in there with that, you know, that Mexican monster who I ended up fighting. You know. So that's not took it out of me. I come away from there with an even bigger fire in belly, thinking, you know, I'm not finished now. You know, I want to show everyone that I've got another run in me to get up there. But first things first, you know, Friday night, I know what I'm in for. I know it's a tough fight. Like he said, he's come over here and had a full training camp. So it's not like somebody who's just half-hearted it doing it. He's doing it. You know, I've been on his mind for the last 6 weeks. So I know what I'm in for, you know, and I'll be fully focused on that. But I do feel, you know, I've got, as much to my wife's dismay, I've still got quite a few years left in boxing.
Any predictions, Maxi, for Friday night?
There's what, mate?
Any predictions?
Just a win. You know, like Sean, my trainer, he's done a brilliant job. He brings the best out of me. And we don't get too ahead of ourselves, you know, and I think that's why we're successful. We take each round as it comes. And we make the necessary adjustments to what we need to do to get the win.
Great to hear from you, Maxi. Really good, and wish you both well. Fantastic that you prepared so diligently for this night. I'll tell you someone else who's got some fire in his belly alongside. Hughie Fury, great to see you. Obviously, so much is happening in the heavyweight world. You've got a big test in front of you, and I'll bring him in a minute, Christian Tunn. Firstly, how are you, and how excited are you about the heavyweight landscape? Obviously, dramatically changed last Saturday night. We've got Tyson and Usyk at the end of the year, and the heavyweights is the place to be, and the Saudis are paying big money. So this is a massive chance for you, isn't it, the next few months?
Yeah, 100%. I'm looking forward to it. The heavyweight division's wide open. And it's a good division to be a part of at the minute. First of all, got to get past the fight on Friday night. And apart from that, rest, whatever comes.
I know, Christian. I'm going to move on to Christian Huyu, sorry. You've come, and I know there's a backstory why I kept saying in the media you've not come for just a paycheck, because I know certain things you've done what normally fighters don't do in the away corner. You booked your own flights to come in earlier. You paid for your own hotels to come in earlier. You've took a certain amount of ringside tickets. That tells me you're not coming here just to pick up the money. You're coming here to cause a real upset and have the scalp of Hughie Fury on your name.
Hello, everybody. I'm really happy to be here in Sheffield. First of all, I wanted to say, many of you may not know, but I actually used to live in the UK. I started to box in the UK, so for me it's a proud moment to be back in the UK, you know, against an unbelievable opponent like, you know, Hughie Fury, coming from arguably one of the best fighting families in the UK. My opportunity or my compensation in this fight is not the monetary side of things. My compensation is the opportunity, and this is why I'm here, as you said.
Christian, I know that you have trained really hard for this fight over in Miami. This is Maxie was saying it, the golden ticket. This is the chance, right, to take an opportunity like this away from home as an underdog against a great fighter and a great name in Hughie Fury. There's nowhere to hide is what this is called, but there's nothing to lose for you here. It's a real chance, isn't it?
Absolutely. This is a, everything to gain sort of fight. I'm fighting a guy that, in my opinion, was arguably a former world champion, because that fight that he was in with Joseph Parker, I think, we can all agree that he's won that fight. So I'm fighting really a guy that's highly underappreciated, and it's really a handful. So it's, I live for these fights. I'm officially herewith announcing I'm retired from fighting, journeyman or, whatever it is. I only want to have competitive fights against really good, against good opponents, against guys that really, make me want to train, against guys that if I look at them, I'm like, oh shit, I'm actually in a fight here. That's the only thing that I want. So my wish got granted here, and I have to give my respect to Hughie as well, because I've been saying I'd fight anybody for a long time, and it's funny enough, I've probably been the only heavyweight that never got an opportunity to fight anybody. My phone never rang to fight any single body, and I got the message. Actually, there's a funny backstory to this. I'll tell you as well. I just became a father 2 months ago, and I was at the pediatrician with the baby mama, if I may say so. And I got a message from my manager, and he said, "Do you want to fight Hughie Fury in February?" I said, "In February?" I was looking at my phone, and the mother of my child, she looked at me with as if eyes could kill. She said, "Put that fucking phone away," And I answered yes. And then I texted him, and I said, "What do you mean in February?" He said, "No, in September." I said, "Oh yeah, let's go, let's do it." And that's all it was, So I'm super excited for this, to be back in the UK. As I said, I used to live in the UK. I miss the UK. I don't miss the cold though. It's back in the day I was like Hughie with shorts and t-shirt. Now I'm here with a sweater freezing my eyes off, but still I'm really happy to be here.
Christian, good to have you on the card. You mentioned about your phone's not rang. One of the reasons probably is you've got a high knockout ratio. You are a seriously dangerous man. You're 6'9". You've got confidence. You've got good pedigree. I know your relationship with the Peacocks gym in London. I've done a bit of backstory on you. You got 7 knockouts out of 9. You're a dangerous opponent. So Hughie's took it on. I'm good friends with Peach, and they want to get past you and go on to the world title. They believe you're the right stepping fight for you. Do you think they've overlooked you, or do you think? No,
I'm sure that they didn't overlook. I think that they know that I'm a good test, and this is what a true fighter and a true coach and father and role model should want for his fighter, to get good tests, to get good fights. If I'd be a father and my son is fighting, if I'd be a coach, I'd tell him, listen, sooner or later you're going to fight good guys. If not, there's no point. Let's pack it up and do something else.
Yep, and I know that Peter and Hughie will take any challenge, and this is the one you've got on Friday night. What's going to happen, Hughie?
Listen, I'm over the moon. I'm excited. I've had 2 fights, warm-ups. Now this is it. Fight. I'm over the moon. With 2 fighters, a good opponent, and we're in there, and it's going to be a fight. Trust me. Because
you've had that time out, you've come back, and now it's the escalator. This is the move up.
100%. This year is the hard part is done. The training. This is the easy part for me. Enjoy the moments. Like I said, I do not give 2 fucks who I'm in the ring with. At the end of the day, it's a fight. Simple.
Sorry about the language, guys, but listen, this is going to be a knockout bonanza. I can't see this going the distance. Heavyweight boxing is it's always caught the eyes, and I believe this is going to be one of them.
Well, will it? Will it go the distance?
No.
It won't go the distance. What about you, Christian?
No.
No. Well, it didn't
Listen,
go.
I hope he's come to fight. I've come to fight, and let's get it on. Simple.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's
go. No one predicted it would go the distance last Saturday, did they? And it certainly didn't. So I think we got a knockout there. One for the knockout bonus, is it? How much? We don't know yet. Right, moving on.
I hope it's a big bonus.
Is it a big bonus? I don't know.
Big lads
deserve a big bonus. Pockets.
Maybe Peter and Izzy can have a chat afterwards about the big bonus. Great to see you, Peter, and thank you for your hospitality in the Cotswolds. Alex and I absolutely loved it. Right, let's get back to the main 3. I mean, this one, I want to hear from these women, because Tori Ellis-Willits spiced up the press conference at the Cannon Arena a few weeks ago. I know because I've visited her in training camp, that she is primed and ready. I also know how determined Tycee Gallagher is to hold on to the treasure that you have worked so hard for. Let's start with you, Tycee, the champion. Great to see you at York Hall, light up that night. I know how much this means to you as you develop your career. How dangerous a threat is Tori Ellis-Willits in the ring?
Yeah, like I say, thank you for having me back on. Yeah, in York Hall it was a great night, and I look to just improve and just get better and better from there. And yeah, Tori's a good boxer, and we've shown her the respect from how I've prepared for this fight and how serious we've took the camp. And but yeah, I'm going to go show levels like I did last time and said last time, and it's just going to be bigger, better and stronger from there.
Tycee, I hear a lot of levels, mention levels and levels and levels. Tell me something, you do believe you're the level above Tori, don't you?
I just believe that I keep levelling up each fight, each camp, everything. I'm levelling up, so I'm levels above where I was on my last fight and the fight before that. So it's just, do you know what? It's never really about the opponent, because I don't really care about the opponent. It's about the fight, the titles, and levelling up from where I last was. Yeah,
Adam, what he said it about these fights being made. Nathaniel, manager of Tori Ellis, they called for this fight. They were hounding me. Let's make this fight. Let's make this fight. We can beat Tycee Gallagher. Tori's on a different level to her. 2 nights' time, we're going to see exactly who's on what level.
Yeah, I'm interested. Tycee says levels. Tori says she's a level above. Tori, how do you feel when Tycee says she doesn't care about who she's fighting?
Listen, all the talking's done. We'll see. Friday night, like I said from the start, I was coming to take the belt, so I'm going to do that on Friday night.
All the talking's not done. This is your opportunity, and you did it a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you got under her skin, maybe not, maybe, but what are you going to say to her now?
Just that those belts coming home with me, like I said, when I called her out at the start, the belt's coming home with me. She's got what I want, so I'm coming to get it.
What belt's that? Not
The
British.
Commonwealth.
Not the British, is it?
Yeah, but we're fighting for a bigger fight than bigger belt than the British, so better win-win, ain't it, really?
I heard back on social media saying what I've come across. I know you've had a lot of back and forth saying that she don't warrant the British title. That's why it didn't get sanctioned. Is that what you?
Oh, what's that?
She doesn't warrant. Tori doesn't warrant the British title.
Doesn't warrant it.
Yeah.
That's what I got told from you guys. Yeah.
No, you said she's not eligible. She's not good enough for it. Is that what you said on socials, or is that kind of?
Izzy.
Yeah,
That's what the British Boxing Board have said. She's not eligible for the British title. Not me.
Listen, it's irrelevant. We're fighting for a better title anyway, and the Commonwealth is above the British, so it makes no sense. But either way, I'll beat you for them titles on Friday night.
Let's go, be ready.
To have a chat about that. Tycee, what are we going to see on Friday night? We saw some against Stevie Levy. You say there is another level, another move up. What delivers for you on Friday night?
You're going to see a clinical performance, and just, yeah, you're going to see my skills come into play big time, and me win the fight, and that's all that matters. By any means, I'm going to win. Is it the skills, or are you in for that knockout bonus too? Would you like one? I will never go look for it, but if it was there, I'd obviously take it. But now I just want to show my skills, my level, and just enjoy myself in there. That's when I get the best out of me, is when I'm enjoying myself in there and getting my groove.
Tori, what are we going to see? How are you going to prove it on Friday?
All the hard work's been done, tough camp, been to hell and back, and now it's time to enjoy it, put on a performance, showcase my skills, and show everyone what I'm made of.
That Tycee's just not as good as you?
I just believe that I'm better than her. It's my opinion, my belief in every aspect of it, and everyone will see that on Friday night.
Give us a prediction. Are you going to go for the points, or are you going to take some more money out of my pocket?
You'll see. Either way, it'll be a victory from my side.
What are you thinking? Wow.
Listen, I've been asked this quite a bit, which way do you think? And I generally, not having my promoters out, I don't know which way it's going to go, because what kind of doubts me, I really rate Tyson. I think she's really talented, great to work with. But the confidence in you and your managerial team, Nathaniel, you hounded me for this fight. Yeah. People don't actually know out there, they hounded me for this fight. It would not stop ringing, texting me, what the Tyson, what the Tyson. And credit to Tyson, she had options. She's the champion. Tony Pill and Tyson could have gone elsewhere. She took the challenge on, and that excites me as a promoter. And it gives me that motivation to put that good show on, because the girls deserve it. They've put the record online, they've put the pride online, put the belts on the line, and the best lady's going to win. I'm excited. It's going to be a close one.
I think stylistically it's an absolute cracker.
Yeah. Yeah, I really do. And,
it's up to you two to deliver it. You going to?
Of course.
Ready?
Steal the show.
Steal the show. Love it. I think the next one everyone's saying is going to steal the show. Ryan Walsh, a brilliant fighter from Britain and part of an incredible family who we've loved for so long. It's great to see you. Reece Mould, part of the camp, part of the Leeds outfit, and a really good fighter too, you are. And I know how disappointed you were in Dublin. I was there. We'll start with you, Reece. What have you got to prove now with GBM, with a sort of new start in a way, new weight, new ambitions, I guess?
Yeah, definitely. First of all, I'd like to thank GBM for putting me out on this show and obviously giving me a contract as well. So I feel like I owe something to them, and that's going to be shown in my performance on Friday night. But yeah, I'm expecting a very good fight by Ryan. And that's what we've prepared for.
Certain people in the game, Reece, and there's another one, you wanted this fight. You know, I know the conversations we've had. You wanted this fight. It went put on you. And certain people in the game think, has he took a bit of a risky fight, a bit of a step too much, because obviously you've not been inactive. Gary Culliver, I thought you beat. I thought you beat him by a few rounds, but is it the right fight at this stage for you?
Yeah, 100%. No one's in boxing for easy fights, and I know Ryan's a great opponent, something what I've really had to knuckle down on in the gym, and what I've done. And these are the fights what you want, and these are the fights what get me excited, and like I say, that's going to show on Friday night.
It seems there's a theme here that everybody wants to fight, everybody wants a good opponent, and that's what we're getting. And people are talking about this particular one as the stealer, the show stealer.
Yeah, listen, we've got to give them 5 opponents, like I said last time, and Ryan was by far the most outstanding opponent out of them all, and I picked Ryan straight away. And I think that's a testament to who I am as a person, as a fighter.
Ryan, welcome back to Sheffield. Last time you were here, you told you're going to get knocked out on September 27th. How's your training camp been after being told you're going to get knocked out in a couple of nights' time?
Well, I'm still thinking on that one, so I'm a man who believes that actions speak louder than words, and there will be repercussions to them words by my actions, obviously. I'm not going to let no man say that, am I? I think in fact I know you're going to regret that. You're going to regret them words, and I thanked you at the time. I still don't believe you believe that. I still 100% don't believe you can do that. You've said it. That's more for you. I don't think I've ever predicted a knockout in my life, but this one will be the sweetest. If that's what's written, this will be the sweetest one of my life. And I need a bigger bonus. I don't know if you all know this, but coming here today, we got pulled by the police, 4 police cars. You're not allowed to come to Sheffield from Norwich, otherwise you're suspicious. And I've got, my brother's looking at 6 points and a fine. So whatever this bonus is, can you add it a little bit more for me, please, Izzy? Because I've got to pay that fine because I thought it was insured.
How's it been for you, training camp? I know you're a well-renowned name where I've grown up watching you. I know Ryan Walsh. What is it for you, Ryan? Is it just a comeback fight, or are you really going to put it on Reece Mould and really show the different level you're on?
This is the most excited I've been about a fight for a while. It didn't look like it was going to happen, and that's thank you to GBM, thank you to yourself, but thank you to Graham Everett and Joe. There's my trainers. There's the proper duo over there. Who, I don't know, maybe we got a fight in Norwich in December, and I told everyone it's probably my last fight here in this county. I said the only way I'm going to get a fight is, and I have to thank yourselves and their team for picking me, because I've only ever been picked once before, and that's the first time I ever won a bonus.
Did Sean and Reece actually did call you? I don't know if that's just because they've been victorious before with Maxi using it. I don't know why, but they did call the fight, Ryan. You know.
Yeah, and I'm happy about that. I think it's a chance for me to lay to rest some things that I've got in my mind about certain things, and there's never been an excuse. Maxi won that fight for a squad. There's nothing in it. If anyone wants to go to sleep tonight and you're struggling, put that fight on, because that was the highlights were bad
I knew
enough.
that, Ryan.
No, I'm not slagging you or mate, but it takes two to tango. That's not what we want to see. Everything that you're hearing and saying, and even the boys and girls in the front row, people want to be entertained. They want to see good fights. This should be, if he can live up to what he says, this should be a really good fight.
He said he's going to stand in the middle of the ring and fight. And listen,
Well,
I'm not saying
and
it
knock
because
you out.
Yeah, but I'm not saying it because Reece has been on our cards before. I know your style, Reece. You're going to go and have your Hamid Gaz, which I believe one of the best fights we put on. You stood there and had a go, and I know Ryan Walsh can't see him taking many backward steps. This is going to be in the middle of the ring fight, isn't it?
I've got two brothers who I've been fighting with since I was born, and he can't fight like them. Just so you know that. So I don't think them two would approach me to fight me. And them two women said they could knock me out. So that disrespect is insulting. And like I said, actions speak louder than words, and my actions are going to show you how insulted I was by that. And thank you as well, because training's hard, but every time it gets a bit hard, you hear that some young lad's telling you he's going to knock you out. It was brilliant. It's been inspiring, so genuinely thank you for that.
I've been living in his head, look at him getting angry just as he's looking at me.
You do well to get me angry. Watch my fights.
Look at the state of the man.
Punch me in the bollocks.
Look at the state of that man.
Last man who done that. You see, it's all there.
Look at him. He's so emotionally involved in this fight. It's unreal.
Massive. Of course I am. And the beauty is I get to put my hands on you.
Exactly.
How happy am I? I'm one of these who I'm not on social media anymore, but I used to be on social media. And the amount of people I just love to strangle. And maybe with my arm length, it's not a great strangle, but they say things. You've said something, and I get to do something about it. This is the greatest sport in the world. He can say whatever he wants, but at some point I'm going to get my hands on him.
Have you put yourself under too much pressure? He's saying you can knock him out, and I know you're a proud man. I know you're going to deliver what you said. Have you put yourself under too much?
Definitely not. I like pressure anyway, but I've not put myself under any pressure. I know what they keep going on about my power. I know what power I bring, even more so after the training camp what I've just had. I believe in it even more, and you're going to see on Friday night, like I keep saying.
And do you think you've got to him? You keep saying you got to his head. Do you think?
Look at him.
It's impossible.
Come on, everyone knows I've got to him.
He can't get to anything. He
Look
just
at him.
Stupid.
He's willing to flip that table,
which will be proved stupid. At the end of this fight, you're going to feel stupid. You're going to feel foolish because you should have said it. It's easy. It's easy. It's a respect thing. I'm going to treat you like a bad kid. Yeah, that's how I'm going to treat you.
So you think he's too emotionally involved?
Yeah.
And you think he just is totally disrespectful?
I think it was insulting. I think better fighters than him have fought me and gone about it the right way and had respect. But hey, respect's not given, it's earned. So I'm going to earn it. And then we'll see what you're saying after the fight.
I don't think there's anyone in boxing who's had more draws or split decisions. Then he gets out of the ring and says everyone's against him and stuff like that. It's unbelievable. He's never lost a
7
fight.
rounds.
You look at all the interviews on stuff on YouTube.
The
you'll see
draw
him
with
all
Isaac,
moaning
his
about.
coach in the corner said you were lucky there, which I
You know what
agree.
I mean?
That's
He's always
two
got
of
a
the
moan
draws.
about something when he's put a poor decision in.
The split decision? Who's the split? Oh, fuck me. You're going to talk about Beloy and the split decision?
What about
that
Lewis,
fucking
what
guy
about
should have
Lewis
got struck off.
Pauling?
Lewis Pauling? That one.
Oh, did you forget about that one?
No, but the one that was a fucking joke was Beloy. Yeah. That was a piss. That's the worst split decision.
See, this is what we're going off.
If I had any sort of... I don't even know what the word is. I could have made a big deal of the Beloy one. That was a frigging joke. The Samir one, it depends what you like. I thought Steffi Bunn, I've told him this to his face, was brilliant. He cheered every near miss, and from up close and judges believing that, yeah. But you see that what you just talked about there. You wish you had a record like that. You wish you had names like that, because that is a CV, right? So that's my CV, and you're jealous of my CV because of what?
Not jealous,
It's easy done. You just have to work hard, Reece.
Yeah.
Work really hard. That's it.
And you'll see
That's
that
all you
on
have to
Friday.
do. That's all I've been doing. 20 odd years, working hard. 24 now. Just remember this, right? When I won my first national title, I reckon you was in nappies.
Yeah.
When I won my first professional title, you were just about to start high school. You've been a naughty boy. You said naughty things. Now it's time to go to the naughty step.
And you're a very silly boy.
You're going to the naughty step.
You're a silly boy.
I'm taking you straight
You're
to the naughty. Boy. We'll see, won't we? We'll see. Naughty boy.
You're an old boy.
You've been a naughty boy, and now you're gonna have to pay the piper, and you're gonna have to pay for what you said. I don't like naughty boys.
Excuse the language, but I do love listening to Ryan Walsh. I think you all do.
Get you to sleep, I know that.
Reece, Maxi, surely a weapon in this. There's that subplot too.
What about me? I'm in the game too, you know.
Okay. There's a lot of plots here. How has this helped your build-up for him?
Yeah, it's helped a lot. I mean, me and Maxi are two completely different people. As well as fighters, I can't just take 10-week training camp what Maxi does in the ring to mine. But I can take a lot of other different useful things what he's told me, and the things what Ryan does in there and this, that and other. I can bring it into my game if need be. But every fighter reverts back to what they love doing, and so I'm sure you're going to be happy with what you watch.
The beauty about boxing is 2 more nights. Friday night, you can have it all out. It's all legitimate. You go out there, go and entertain. I think we said Tory and Tyson could be a fight tonight. This is something that people in boxing who know boxing genuinely believe it's a fight that could go either way. Credit to Reece Mould and Sean for checking the fight. Credit for Ryan being great, being on the platform, being back on. And I'm excited. I'm in fan mode, and I'm looking forward to Friday night for Reece Mould versus Ryan Walsh.
Nobody could be more excited than me. I cannot wait to get my hands on you. Silly, naughty boy.
Look at the state of him.
Okay, I might do something naughty here. Shaq, who wins the fight?
Whoever wants it the most.
Who wins it?
The best man always.
Whoever wants it the most.
Tyson, who wins that fight?
It's always the
Huey?
best.
Listen, whoever wants it the best, but I think he's got his number.
On that side, anyone want to make a prediction?
I think it's a coin toss. I think it's a coin toss. It's a great fight, and hopefully I'll be able to watch it myself.
Yeah. I want the winner of these two.
There we go.
Who
wins?
Hey, if you could beat Maxi, fair play to you.
Yeah,
but I tried.
That's what will happen.
It looks a little easier than what it is.
You've got to get past Maxi.
Sorry
Maxi's looking past you already. He's preparing for his next fight.
There's another fight to be made here.
He thinks he's got it in back, doesn't he? So there's no golden ticket here, pal.
Once I beat Maxi, I want the winner of this two.
Once you beat him?
Yeah.
Okay.
But should we go back to this fight again? Because this is lighting up now.
Steve Lillis, come up here. We've got more matches to make. Tory, you're sitting right next to him. Who wins the fight?
Depends if he goes to the centre of the ring. If he backs it up.
River?
I'm sitting on the fence.
Well done. Good move.
Splinters from River. What a great fight. Final prediction. Reece Mould. How?
I believe in my power, and that's going to show on Friday night.
Ryan?
If I tell you that, people might not tune in, Adam. The winner is going to be the best man, the most prepared man, the man who wants it the most, and this man who's talking right now.
Look forward to it, guys. Good luck Friday night, not long now.
Good luck. I can't believe we haven't
Just
got
no
to the
bad luck.
Haven't got the main event yet. Sorry to keep you waiting, guys. There's been a lot to talk about. Shakiel Thompson and River Wilson Bent. It's a fight that I like. It's a fight I told Izzy to make after River came up to me in Coventry after his last performance and said, "Get me Shaq." So, we've got him Shaq. Shaq Thompson, undefeated. One of the best kept secrets, not anymore, in the middleweight division. We saw what Hamza Shiraz did on Saturday night, which is interesting because Rivers obviously shared a ring with him. I know, Shaq, you want these mega fights, but this is a big fight for you. This is a big test. Bitter needle last time out at the press conference. Seen you both in camp. How much do you want this, Shaq Thompson, and what's going to happen?
I want this a lot. Training camp's gone well. I've trained really hard. And Friday night, everybody, every single person tuning in live on DAZN is going to see a clinical performance.
Yeah, I'm going to jump onto River here because all I've got a picture River of is in commentary, you putting your head through the ropes. Get me Shakiel Thompson. Yeah. Do you think you made a mistake? And you said be careful what you wish for.
Mate, no chance you made a mistake. I'm here and I'm ready. I'm coming to take them titles home.
River, you're just saying that. You don't have to sell it anymore. The show's sold out. Every ticket's gone. Come on, tell us.
I'm coming to mash him up. I really am.
Yeah,
it's going to be my night.
You're not mashing anything up.
I'm going to mash you up, no diddy.
We'll see.
Shaq, I couldn't believe the leap you actually did through the ropes. I didn't know how athletic you were. You leaped out, and I think it was to you. I want Shakiel Thompson. You've got him. Tell us what's going to happen Friday night. 2 more nights. I know you've been training hard. John Pegg's been telling me this is the most focused River Wilson bent you are.
Mate, everything's gone well in this camp. The sparring, the diet, everything's just gone to plan. I'm just ready to come here, come to Sheffield, do my thing, and come home with the titles.
Izzy, Alex Maber and I did a road trip, as you know, and we stopped off at Rivers Place, which is quite a gym.
Yeah, the shed in Bulkington.
It's fantastic, and it was a pleasure to be there. I've seen confidence before, but this is like you know this is going to happen, that you know that Shakiel Thompson's all wrong and all right for you.
This is my time, and Shakiel Thompson's stepping up, and he's going to take a big step back after this fight.
You believe he's stepping up too much, that's what you're saying?
Hey, too much, and he's never had anyone who's hit him back. He got pissed off last time, was at the press conference, because I told him that I was going to beat him. I hit him with some facts, and he didn't like it. And do you know what I mean? He threw his dummy out his pram. I stood up, putting his head on me, offering me outside. Come outside now, come outside now. I'm like, mate, you will get your beating, and it's going to happen.
I heard somewhere on socials you saying that he's not as good as you think he is, and we've kind of hyped him up too much. I don't know if you insinuate us as a promotion outfit, but you know we believe he's up there with the best middleweights in the country.
Yeah, well, he said the other day he thinks he's on the level with Hamza Shiraz. I was like, fucking hell, really? What, you think you're better than Hamza Shiraz, bro?
Fight night, you're going to see.
Do you think you're better than Hamza Shiraz?
You're going to see fight night. I can't wait.
Okay, Izzy, you need to pay me some more money, bro.
You get the win, you might get it.
Mate, you've been in with Hamza, you've been in with Ammo Williams, and you're saying that's just, even though you didn't win those fights, you're saying that he's just...
Mate, you know what, so them fights, you just learn, don't you? And you learn better things, you learn more... Oh, shit, you learn about yourself and stuff, and you know what, I just know I'm going to take him somewhere you don't want to be. You've never been before, you're going to be there and you're going to think, shit, what's going on?
We're going to see who's going to come out on top.
We're going to see, of course.
Yeah,
I'm here.
Definitely.
I'm ready.
Why did Shaq Thompson lose his cool last time? I've never seen that before.
So I hit him with some facts, that's why.
Okay. On Friday night, it's your last opportunity. It's going to be your last opportunity.
Last fight or last opportunity?
Either one, but it's his last fight or opportunity. This is the last time you're going to be on one of these stages in a main event fight.
You just think you are...
Levels above.
Levels.
What levels have you boxed at? Tell me now, who you box? What levels? Because the last lad you beat for the titles, he had, what, a week notice? Because you gave me 2 weeks.
What week notice are you talking about?
You gave me 2 weeks.
You're talking about facts, but you do not have any facts. Was it a week notice, is it?
No,
okay,
what was it?
So what facts is this guy really talking about?
All Shaq's fights are being full.
Your facts are irrelevant and you're talking rubbish.
I got given 2 weeks notice.
Talk facts. If you're trying to talk facts to me, make sure you're talking
I got offered to fight you. I got 2 weeks notice to box you for them titles. Vacant they were as well. So
was it 2 weeks notice?
That to me.
Was it 2 weeks? What are you talking about?
Wait, that's what I got offered. The phone call. I said, yeah, I'll have it. I said, yeah, I'll fight him. I got told, no, wait, because that fight will come back in and we'll get it.
Okay, the facts are you're going to fight on Friday night. That is a fact, the two of you, right? River, what are you going to do to him and why?
I'm going to fucking beat his head in. I'm going to win. Big win. Come on. And the new.
And the language, just try and keep it.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Nan.
It's okay. Shaq.
I'm a crack his skull.
Shaq, this fight, you know he's been with Hamza Shiraz, Tyler Denny, Austin Williams. Is this a statement for you to make for British boxing, middleweight boxing, say, you get rid of Wilson early? It's a big statement, because he's been in with the best, he's been in there, he's mixed it, and this is on paper a big step up for you.
Like you said, he's been in with the best, he's not been in with me. And everyone watching is going to see really how good I am and why I'm going to be domestically up there with the best middleweights in the country.
Give us a prediction, Shaq. Give us your prediction.
The prediction goes however I want it to go. If I want to outbox him, I'm going to outbox him. If I want to outpower him, outfight him, I'll do that. If I want to knock him out, I'm going to do that. So however the fight goes is how it's going to go.
River, will you knock him out?
Mate, if it comes, it comes. If it comes, it will come out of nowhere. Boom, I'll hit him in his chin and he'll just go. I've seen it happen before. I can do it again. Well, not again, but I can do it.
You keep mentioning you've seen it before, but...
I've seen him get knocked out in the amateurs against one of my mates, Brad Goldsmith. First round, I think it was the first round knockout.
Things change.
Yeah, of course, it's the amateurs, it is, but obviously they're big gloves. I know he can be knocked out. So if you've seen someone knock someone out with, 12-ounce gloves on, when you've got these small 10s on, you're lethal.
River, you really want
I've
this,
knocked
don't you?
lads out. He's never knocked... He's said that he's a puncher in this year. He's never knocked a lad out.
Who have I not knocked out? Well, you're saying I've not knocked anyone out.
Have you ever knocked anyone
Again,
out?
your facts, you do not talk facts. You literally lie out of your teeth. You're saying I fought someone on 1 week notice. That's wrong. Then you're saying 2 week notice. That's wrong. You're saying I've not no one out. That's wrong.
It might have been 2 weeks
nothing you talk is correct. Like, you need to do your research.
Well, mate, I've got better things to do than research shit on you.
Well, don't talk rubbish, and if you ain't done no research, why are you coming out with this rubbish?
Is that your fan club?
Listen, like I said,
there's no lying in boxing
any facts
ever.
whatsoever.
The truth is in the ring.
You said you're going to knock me out again. That's not no facts. You're getting schooled.
I'm getting schooled.
You're going to see.
Come on then, let's go.
You're going ready to go.
Yeah.
I can't
wait. You better
wait.
be ready.
I'm itching. I can't wait.
I can see. Look.
Let's go.
You look thirsty.
Friday night, tune in.
Thirsty, bruv. Point.
Ladies and gents,
I think we've got it. These guys are getting cold as well. It is freezing in here. They're fighting in 2 days' time. They weigh in tomorrow. GBM, nowhere to hide. If you're not excited about all 5 of these fights, plus the selection, the sprinkling and sparkling of talent on the card, then I don't know. This is one of the, I honestly think, and this is without my GBM hat, and this is one of the best fight nights I remember this year. So make sure you tune into DAZN on Friday night, topped by Shakiel, Thompson and River Wilson-Bent, and we'll try and keep the fight in the ring, all of you. They'll pose for head-to-heads. Should be fun, eh? Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Dave, where to begin? Let's start with Hughie Fury and Christian Tunn. What did you make of their exchanges?
Yeah, Hughie's not one for elaborating on the chat. He just wants to get involved. He just wants to go out there and get his fight done. Tunn is very, very confident. We know that the sacrifice he's made it. You know, he's paid out of his own pocket to be over here early. So that's not a guy that's just coming to make up the numbers. I'm looking forward to that fight.
And Stathis Antonis, he started off
very,
quite quiet.
Very confident.
By the end of it, he's saying that he wants the winner of Rees-Mogg and Ryan Walsh.
He's calling out everybody. That shows you a man that's confident. Again, you know, he's had a couple of upset wins before in his career, and he feels as though this is going to be the biggest scalp of his career so far. Max is, you know, very, very confident himself, obviously. But yeah, this is what you want to see.
Maxi Hughes, like we said, he's coming off headlining in Las Vegas. He's got 6 rounds now. He's saying that he's training for it like a world title fight. But realistically, how difficult will it be for him to train quite at the same level?
Obviously, there's that fear factor's not quite the same, but you're dedicated. You're a consummate professional. It's not something that's difficult. Now, I'm just looking at Hughie Fury here. Usually, Hughie's the giant in the room. Not today.
6'8", Christian Tunn.
Yeah, he's a big man. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how he deals with the size factor, because you know, he's probably used to being the biggest man in a fight for the majority of his career.
And we've seen Hughie Fury this year. He's been active, but we've not seen him really putting it on opponents, stopping them. Christian Tunn's coming for a firefight. What element does that add to the
suit
fight?
him. I think that'll suit Hughie. He doesn't have to go looking for it. Doesn't have to force the action. He's a very, very clever fighter, a good counter puncher as well. And we've seen, you know, the latest incarnation of Hughie Fury. He is a lot more aggressive. He is looking to beat people up a lot more.
And we're seeing Maxi Hughes coming out, taking a selfie alongside his opponent, Stathis Antonis. What do you make of this fight?
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at Max. He looks very, very intense. He looks ready. Both men look ready. Yeah, they've both talked a good fight, and let's see what this is going to bring. Nobody's breaking that stare down right now.
Antonis looks like a rangy opponent, doesn't he? It'll be interesting to
very
see how
wiry.
Maxi does with the reach.
Yeah, very wiry. Max is a clever boxer, a good counter puncher. But
I'm
yeah,
loving this.
Yeah, this is showing the intent. Nobody wants to back down.
And what an opportunity it is for Stathis Antonis to have a scalp like Maxi Hughes on his CV.
It's a shortcut. It's the big fights. I know he's calling out the winner of Molden and Walsh, but if you beat Maxi Hughes, that puts you right up there as a viable opponent for a lot of big name fighters.
Absolutely. I think next out we've got the women's fight, Tycee Gallagher and Tori Ellis-Willits. Now these two, since our head-to-head a couple of months ago, have been back and forth on social media. What do you think happens on Friday night between these two?
Listen, social media is great. It can be the worst thing in the world, but also in terms of making fights, getting fights spoke about, and that mental edge, it can be great because people can chat as much rubbish as they want on social media. But when it comes to fight night, they've got to back it up, and this is what we're going to see. We often say that when a fighter wins a title, it makes them a better fighter. We could see that, but here they're at it already.
Tori is 5-0 as a professional. She's got the less experience here,
but she'll be confident because she's got, she's unbeaten. Any unbeaten fighter doesn't know how to lose, and they don't expect to lose. And when you're fighting for a title, that's part of it. You're going in there confident. You don't know what it feels like to lose. All you know is feel as a winner, and she'll be going in there expecting to rip those titles away.
On the flip side, Tycee Gallagher does have the experience.
Yeah.
When it comes to the longer rounds, what kind of benefit do you think that gives her?
Oh, you can only call on experience that you've gone through. You can pretend to have experience. You can kid people that you got experience, but you haven't really got it until you've gone through things. And she's done the rounds.
As they're facing the camera, I can see as he's smiling, he knows this one's going to be a barnstormer. He knows that both fighters are very much up for it, wanting that knockout bonus. And you know what? Just talking on that knockout bonus, who do you think's looking for it the most?
Listen, the bonus is nice. I believe the undercard fighters always try for that more because they're in more winnable fights.
Yeah.
They're supposed to win. It's a case of go through the gears. It's to encourage them really. When it comes down to the bigger fights like this, they've got a game plan. They know what they need to do. And if the knockout comes, then they get the bonus. That's fair enough. This for me is going to be fight of the night.
Tell me about that.
I just think Ryan Walsh is very, very experienced. Yes, he's getting a little bit longer in the tooth. Reece Mould, we know that he's a puncher. We know that he likes to come out there and let his bombs go. He's boxed at a good level already. And I just think it's one of those fights where he has got under Ryan Walsh's skin. And the thing about the Walsh brothers is that they are very, very fiery characters. And so I think he'll really want to put it on Reece.
Taking nothing away from Ryan's boxing credentials, he's got a fantastic CV, as he did mention.
Yeah.
But if you could rank people on talking, he has to be right up there. He's really sold this fight.
Oh yeah. But he's an intelligent kid. They're experienced in the sport. All the brothers are experienced. They know the game inside out. They've been in it a long time. But he's a good talker. But he's very, very fiery, and he's got a lot of pride, and he's the veteran here that wants to put the young buck in his place. And in Reece looks at him as though he's an old man. He's not been too active, and he just feels as though he's going to go in there and bomb him out basically.
And the main event, this is one we want to keep a close eye on, given what happened in the last press conference. We've got Shakiel Thompson against River Wilson Bent.
I can't wait for this fight. I think they both spoke well up there. River Wilson Bent, he's very, very confident. He's very, very assured. Shaq, I think, has this has this confidence, he's not an arrogant kid, but he has that confidence where it borders on arrogance, where he believes that he's just too good. He believes in himself supremely, and that's a good trait to have, especially when you've just won a title. That can just give you that little bit of boost.
He's admitting that River Wilson Bent will be his biggest test to date.
Yeah.
What do you think about that added pressure?
That's what you expect as you develop and as you're rising through the ranks in boxing. You know the tests are going to come. You know the opponents are going to become better.
Smiling at each other right now. It seems a lot more amicable than last time they were meeting, but they are talking. You know that River is really trying to do everything he can to get inside Shakiel's head.
Yeah, but you can see Shakiel this time, he's, like you say, he's smiling. He doesn't really seem as though he's saying anything. He's letting River do the talking. I think Shakiel just wants to get to the fight now and let his boxing ability do the talking for him.
I think for two fighters, who have... River Wilson Bent has fought on the world stage before against world-class opposition. Shakiel, Thompson, not quite yet. They've really done a fantastic job in selling this event.
Yeah, they have. And that's the confidence of both men. River, from his experience of the people that he's been in with, like we say, he's been in with Hamza Shiraz. That's, there's a lot you can take from being in with somebody like that. And then he's looking at Shaq and he's thinking, well, you've not fought anybody that's on my sort of level. So that's where his confidence comes from.
And that's it for today. I mean, join us tomorrow for the weigh-in. We're expecting some more intensity there. And be sure to tune in Friday night live on DAZN for Nowhere to Hide.